If you're in an interview situation, it's likely that you're going to be asked why you want to work here. So how should you answer it? Well, stick around because in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what we're looking for when we ask you that question. Hey everybody, it's Brian from A Life After Layoff, and today I want to talk to you about how to answer the question, why do you want to work here? Now, as a corporate recruiter with over 20 years of experience interviewing and hiring thousands of people into some of the best known and well-respected companies, I know a thing or two about interviewing. And I'm going to share with you exactly what we're looking for when we ask you the question, why do you want to work here? I think it's important to point out that in this series of question and answers, I call it the Recruiter Reveal series, on exactly what it is that we're looking for. This is coming from a corporate recruiter and hiring manager perspective. We talk to a lot of candidates, and I've seen a lot of candidates flounder in interviews or just kind of come across as being very average. So the advice that I'm giving you is really catered to help you stand out from the sea of average people. So it's really designed to give you a leg up on the competition and answer the questions in a more effective way than maybe you're used to. And I want to stress that there's lots of ways that you can answer these questions, but I want to give you tips on how to stand out from the next people that I'm going to be interviewing. So when you're watching these videos, just keep it in mind that this is not the only way that you can answer it, but this is what I feel would be the most effective way. But before we get too far into it, if you're interested in more videos just like this one, directly from a corporate recruiter, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification button. So how do you answer the question, why do you want to work here? When you're in an active interview, you're almost certain to be asked this question. Let's start with what you shouldn't answer with. Now, what you shouldn't be answering the question with is saying something like, well, I need a job. So I think as you're answering this question, it's helpful to put yourself into the perspective of an employer. Pretend for a second that you have your own business and you're interviewing somebody to join your company. What kind of answers would you like to hear from a prospective employee? And so in an interview setting, if you ask that question of somebody and you're the interviewer and they said, I just need a job, do you think that that would impress you? The same thing goes for comp and benefits. If you just mention that, well, I hear that you pay the most or that you have the best benefits, I mean, we all know, yes, that is a great reason for wanting to join a company, but it shouldn't be the main reason that you're looking for the opportunity. Because if you're interviewing that candidate for your own company and that's what you're hearing, what kind of impression do you think that leaves? You're going to probably assume that they're really only interested in what they're getting paid or what their benefits are. Again, we all know that those are important, but we want to know that you're engaged in the position, you're truly interested in the type of opportunity it is, and the company is the right fit for you. We want excited people to join our teams. Because an excited and engaged employee is going to come in, they're going to stay longer, and they're going to be more motivated to do a great job. And after all, if you're a business owner, that's the kind of people that you want working for you. So we want to avoid anything that's overly generic and not related to the mission at hand, which is impressing them to give you the offer. And now there is a time and a place to talk comp and benefits, and I'm certainly not minimizing that. We just want to make sure that we're giving the right first impression. So how should you answer the question? Well, I think one of the first things that you really need to focus on is doing your research, because a company that is interviewing you wants to know that you're going to be excited about the opportunity, that you're excited about the technology or the service that they offer, and that you think you could be a great fit for that organization. As you go into your interview, make sure that you prepare with those things. Jump on their website, make sure that you check out their press releases, know exactly what kind of business group you're entering into. Make sure you align with their core values, because these are all things that not only should the company be vetting you, but you should also be vetting the company on. So you should be excited about the opportunity that you're walking into. Now that you've got a really good understanding of what the company does, what their core values are, and what kind of business they're involved with, now you can set up your answer for success. So just like some of my other videos on how to answer some of these common interview questions, we want to make sure that we tie our value to the company mission. So you want to share why your experience would make this an ideal fit. So maybe it's the type of work that you're doing that's going to represent a stretch for you that you can demonstrate new core competencies or new skills, or maybe it's an exciting new project that you are anxious to get on your resume. The type of work that you'll be doing with the type of people that you would want to work with and the type of company that you want to be with in the type of industry that you want to work in should be the focus of this question. And that should be the reason why you want to work there. And while you're at it, you may also want to try to slide in some of those core values. Companies love it when you can tie in those core values, and more importantly, why those core values also align with what your core values are. So show how you would add value by tying in some personal experiences that you've had in past employers and why this would represent the best fit for you. And finally, you want to show why that company is the ideal company to help propel your career forward. Again, it could be an exciting technology or a new business opportunity that they're growing. Any one of those would be a valid reason to be truly excited about the opportunity. And if you target high quality employers in the type of work that you want to be doing, the money's going to follow. If you can do all of these things and pull it all together in a nice tidy package, you're going to have the answer that's going to hit it out of the park. And it's worth noting that if you can't come up with a reason why you're truly excited about the company other than potentially having a paycheck coming in or the benefits, then that's probably a good indicator that maybe they're not the best company for you anyway. Because after all, we want to be evaluating the company just as much as they're evaluating us. And it's important to shift yourself into the driver's seat in your career rather than being reactive. Okay, since now we know what not to say and potentially what things you should be focusing on when you're asked this question, let's tie it all together with an example. But now this is just for illustrative purposes, but hopefully this gets some of the gears turning and gives you some ideas. You're asked that question, how should you answer it? So, Brian, why would you like to work here?
I believe that this opportunity at Harley-Davidson would be a great fit for my skill set.
And then here you want to insert what the experience that you have in that relates directly to the job.
Not only because I've got expertise in process improvement and TA redesign for both small and large companies, but I also think your core values really align closely with mine.
And then insert the core values that you're most passionate about.
And in particular, I would say innovation and creativity really stand out. I want to align myself with an organization that values my strengths as much as I do.
And in here, we want to make sure that we align our background with why the position is open. The business opportunity, a new technology, or maybe it's a new process that they're trying to improve so that we tie it all together.
Furthermore, I'm also really fascinated by Harley's latest product releases, and as a motorcycle enthusiast, I actually would love to align myself with a world-class organization and get a chance to impact similar projects as well. I believe that this opportunity at Harley-Davidson would be a great fit for my skill set, not only because I've got expertise in process improvement and TA redesign for both small and large companies, but I also think your core values really align closely with mine. And in particular, I would say innovation and creativity really stand out. I want to align myself with an organization that values my strengths as much as I do. Furthermore, I'm also really fascinated by Harley's latest product releases, and as a motorcycle enthusiast, I actually would love to align myself with a world-class organization and get a chance to impact similar projects as well.
So there you have it. That's how you would answer the question of why do you want to work here? You're giving them an example to show that you have done your homework on the opportunity, that you're in it for more than just the paycheck, and it represents a great opportunity for you to demonstrate what you're best at. So hopefully this video helps you hit this one out of the park when you're asked it in your next interview. However, if you need more help in your interviewing process, that's actually something that I specialize in. I've got a website called alifeafterlayoff.com. It's loaded with tips and tricks, all from a recruiter's perspective. And I also have some training courses that represent my deepest and most intimate knowledge. The first one is called Resume Rocketfuel. It is designed to teach you exactly how to write a resume that is going to give you the best chance of getting noticed by the recruiter. The purpose of that is to get you that first round interview. Once you get that first interview, the Ultimate Job Seeker Bootcamp is designed to get you all the way to the finish line. So we go through each step of the interviewing process, and I tell you exactly how to handle each round so that you can maximize your chances of ending up with that offer at the end. Make sure you check it out. Hey, good luck on the interview. Make sure you check out my other videos on how to answer other common interview questions, and we will see you on the next one.